Okay, so hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And obviously today you guys are getting a different angle. I've decided to step away from the tutorials for my next few videos, because someone in the comments had gave me an idea to do a storytime video, and honestly a storytime video never even crossed my mind before. So I don't know, but I used to watch storytime videos like all the time, like on YouTube, but because I'm a nail tech, I didn't really think to do like a story time. And so the recommended story time that she had came up with was that I should do a video where I'm talking about my an experience when I had a horrible client. So I was like, oh, that's like a perfect example, because I recently just had well, not recently, it was maybe like a few months ago, a bad experience. And I get, like, you know, I provide a service, so I come across all different kinds of customers all the time anyway. But this particular time, it was a little bit, you know, something that I wasn't used to. Like, it had escalated a little bit further than I would have liked. So yeah, I'm gonna just come on here and tell y'all about the time where I had, like, from my experience, like one of the worst clients. And it's like, not like, you know, anyway, I'm just gonna tell y'all what happened, and then I'll let y'all like decide, you know, how y'all feel about it. So I had this client, and obviously I'm not gonna use no real names because I don't know who watch these videos. I don't know if my clients watch these videos or what, so I'm not gonna say names. So I had this client, and I'm just gonna say her name was I don't know. Damn, I don't know, because I want to say something, but I don't want to use the same letter as the name. I don't want to tell someone to the name. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat the story, but I don't want to use like names. So I'm gonna just say her name was, damn, I didn't think that was going to be the hardest part, trying to come up with a name. Let me think. Should I use like celebrity names? Or should I use celebrity names, or should I just say like some random name? I don't know. I'm gonna just go with the name. I'm gonna just say Alexa, because there's an Alexa sitting right here. So I'm gonna just say her name was Alexa, which is crazy because I might have to unplug her if I keep saying Alexa, because she's gonna keep turning on. So yeah, let me unplug this. But anyway, back to the story. So I'm gonna just say that the girl's name was Alexa. So Alexa was already a client of mine. She had probably been coming to me since like last summer, like summer 2021. But so I had probably given those like 4, 5, 6, I don't know. She was like starting to become a regular, and she had like texted me one day and was like, yeah, so one of my friends is coming up from, I'm gonna just tell y'all where she's coming up from. I'm not even want to sugarcoat that. She just said, she was like, she's coming up from Tampa, like Florida, and she wants to get her nails done by you. So I was thinking about booking an appointment with you for her. Like, so she was basically trying to ask me, can they come at the same time on the same day? So I was like, yeah, like, you know, I require a deposit, so just send a deposit for both of y'all, you know, and then I'll see y'all when I get here. I don't recommend people coming to an appointment and waiting for the person in front of them to finish and then take them, because I've done it, and each experience that I've had, the other person that's waiting always gets like super like, you know, restless. Like, you're waiting like an hour, 2 hours, sometimes even 3 hours to get your nails done, when, you know, just because y'all came together. So in my experience, it don't really work out as well. But Anyway, I still was like, all right, whatever, you can bring your friend, send the deposits for both of y'all. So she sent the deposits like way in advance. So like finally it's the day for their appointment, and everything is cool. Like, you know, I let both of them in because I do nails from home. So I let both of them in, you know, my house, and it's like, oh, like, you know, how are you, nice to meet you, blah blah blah. And she was really cool. The friend was like really cool. I already know Alexa is cool. I've been doing her nails, and she, like I said, was a regular. So when she brought her friend, I'm thinking like her friend's gonna be like on the same thing that she's on, and she wasn't. Like, she was just, so when she came in, I could tell right off the back that she was like had like a loud personality. You know, I deal with different personalities every single day, so I'm seeing, and I know, you know, who I'm dealing with. So with her specifically, and I'm just gonna say her name was, let's just say Siri, because we're already using like phones and technology. So Siri, I don't even know what her real name was, to be honest with you. Like, I think I honestly forgot her name. But Siri, she come in, and I could already tell from the beginning, like, she has a loud personality. She's very like open, very comfortable right off the bat, and that's cool. Like, I don't have a problem with that. Like, you know, so I'm like, okay, this is gonna be like nothing. You know, she's gonna sit there, she's gonna wait for her friend to get her nails done, and then once I finish Alexa nails, I was gonna do hers. So so we're here, like, we're all kind of like talking or whatever. She's a part of the conversation, even though she wasn't like physically sitting with us. She's like sitting on the couch, which is not that far. Like, if y'all been in my house, it's like, you know, it's right there. We could all have a conversation. So that was, you know, everything was cool. He was watching Housewives. I know I like Housewives of Atlanta. And I so I finished, in the while I'm doing her nails, you know, just from based off of us talking, having a conversation, I had learned that she was pregnant. Like, she was currently pregnant, and I couldn't tell. Like, if she didn't tell me she was pregnant, I would not have known. So I already was like, dang, she about to sit here and wait for her friend to get her nails done, and you pregnant. Like, I already know how that, you know, I already was like, dang, like, I can't believe she willing to wait, you know. But I was like, okay, whatever. Like, maybe they cool like that. I don't know. Like, if it was me personally, if I'm pregnant, I'm not coming to my friend nail appointment for getting nails done. Like, just tell me when you're done so I can be on my way. That's just me personally, because I don't want to be sitting around waiting. But it is what it is. Like, I was like, all right. So I found out that she's pregnant. She actually ends up like taking a nap on the couch, which is cool, and I figured she was like probably tired. Again, not a big deal. The issue comes in when it's like her friend's time to get her nails done, and she sits in my chair. She don't really say nothing. She had shown me what she wanted. It wasn't nothing hard at all. It was like something simple, with like a nude set with like some like simple line design in white. And I think she had said she wanted like some gold with it. Anyway, she was like, yeah, she was real cool during the appointment. It wasn't until I put her tips on, I put her acrylic on. I'm not doing nothing different than I did to any of my other clients. When it comes to me shaping her nails, like after I lay my acrylic, you know, you reshape the nails, that's when she had an issue. And I'm like, okay, so the way it had started was, she was like, oh, I'm like, I shaped one hand. Well, I shaped like maybe like a couple fingers. And I asked all my clients when I shape their nails, I'm like, how do you feel about the shape? You know, you can ask every single one of my clients. I always ask them, because I want to make sure, like, you know, with shaping, it could be something as simple as, oh, I want it more taper. I want it less square. I want it more coffin. You know, it could be anything. Or can you make them a little bit shorter? So I always make sure that I'm asking, like, you know, are you okay with the shape? How you feel about it? Blah, blah. Most of the time is, oh, can you make them less sharp on the corners? But this particular time, she was like telling me, can you make them, I don't even know what she was asking. Like, she was like, can you make them less square, less, I don't know. Like, I'm like thinking I understand what she's saying. So I go back in with my file. I'm like, okay, you know, I'm gonna just shape them until I get it right. You know, this is, you know, so I show her again. I'm like, oh, how do you feel about that? She's like, it's not really looking the way that I want it. So again, I have a lot of patience. So again, I'm like, oh, like, you know, further explain to me what you want, and you know, I can try my best to achieve what you're asking me for. So she explains it again. I tried again. This is now like the third time I'm trying, and I show her. She's still like, it's not right. It's not looking right. I'm like, okay. what do you want me to do? Like, I think that the reason why I was starting to get annoyed, and she never knew that I was annoyed. Like, I'm real good at like being professional, so I think one of the reasons why I was getting annoyed with things, I'm like, I genuinely don't know what you're asking me to do. Like, somebody ever asked you to do something and you just genuinely don't know? I'm like, I don't know what you're asking me. So I was like, okay, so I tried it again. It gets to the point where like I could tell that she's getting frustrated. So it went as far as her even asking me like, can I see the nail file? So I'm like, is she asking for my file so she can shape her own nails? Now, mind you, in my whole, like, I think it's been about 3 years since I've done nails, that's never happened to me before. Nobody ever said like, you're not getting it right, can I shape them on my own? And one of the things I take pride in is my shape. Like, I'm really good at shaping. Like, that's one of the things that I work the hardest on. So I'm like, so confused at this point. I'm like, here, like, take the file and show me what you want, and I can do the rest. Like, tell me what you want me to do. Physically show me what you want me to do. So she takes the file and she's going to work on her pinky nail. Like, she's like, this is like doing it. I'm watching, like, I'm watching confused, like, I don't understand. I'm not understanding what you're asking me to do. So then she gives me back the file. I'm like, looking at what she did, I'm looking at her pinky nail like, all right, if I see the pinky nail, I could just go off of what it looked like. But when I tell y'all it literally had no shape, like, she took what I had already done and made it, whatever she was trying to do, she made it worse. Like, it now looked like something that like a nail strip that I hadn't even created from the beginning. It was, I wish I had pictures to show y'all, but I'm now like, I mean, you know, I'm sorry, but I can't even do this if I genuinely wanted to. I don't even know what you just did. Like, this don't look like nothing on my page. This is nothing that I do. So again, I'm just confused. I'm like, I try to match it as best I can. The next nail, she's still telling me it's not right. And then she starts saying things like, you see what I'm saying? You're going like this. Cause I shape my nails like this. I'm gonna just show y'all. I shape my nail when I do my clients. I shape like this to get my shape sharp. She was like, you're going like this. I need you to go like this. Like, she wanted me to go like that, which is like a traditional way of filing. But I don't shape like that. I shape like this. So I'm like, no, like, what you're not gonna do is now tell me how to do my job. Like, it'd be different if I was a beginner. You know, I'm open to criticism, and I am open to criticism, but not when I know that I know what I'm doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So at that point, it was starting to become she wanted me to like, she wanted a specific like, it was like more like a preference of what she wanted, not. So I was just like, you know, I genuinely don't know what you're asking me to do. Like, I was honest with her, you know, still being very patient. You know, you're telling me like, no, do this, don't do that. I'm still like, I even did it. I'm like, okay, I'll try it, but that's still not giving me the look that you want. Like, it almost sounded like she was trying to tell me again how to do my job. And I don't know if she was trying to like embarrass me in front of her friend or what. Cause I'm like, your friend like brags about my nail work to you. That's why you're here. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you said that you want to get your nails done by me. So I'm like, why are you asking me to do something that you've never seen me do? Like, I don't even know what you're asking me for. So, it comes down to, like, I can tell her she's getting frustrated. So she just ends up saying like, it's fine, it's whatever. Just, it's cool. Like, she basically like, I'm just not even gonna stand up. Like, she was just settling, and that's cool. But again, I don't want you to now feel like you leaving my chair settling. That's never happened to me before. But like I said, I'm really open to criticism, but in this case, it didn't sound like she was trying to, you know, give me constructive criticism. It sounded like she was just trying to say like, you're not all of that. Like, you're not what you think you are, or, you know, this ain't. And I'm just like, why are you acting like that? I don't even know you. Like, you're only here because of your friend. Like, I have no idea who this girl is. So I started getting frustrated because I could tell like she's trying to challenge me, like trying to get me out of character, and I didn't like that. So I start shutting down. I'm like, all right, like, you know, this is not gonna work. So I end up going on to the next hand. This hand is not what she wanted, but I'm like, at this point, we're wasting time. I don't know what you're asking me for. And I had already had in my mind that I just wasn't going to have her pay. So I do her other hand just any old way at this point. So I'm like, nothing that I do is satisfying you. So I'm not about to break my neck to even do this other hand. I just did it just enough to where it was shaped some kind of way. I mean, call it what you want, but I'm like, I don't even know what to do. Like, I was literally backed up against the wall. I'm like, I don't know. So I finished the nail. She ends up now telling me, don't worry about the design, which I already knew that was coming. I'm like, I know you're not, why would you want me to put a design on the shape that you're not even, you know, satisfied with? So I already knew that was coming. She was like, don't worry about the design. Mind you, her friend is literally sitting in the chair, like witnessing all of this going on. Her friend never stood up to say like, oh, you know, let me see what's going on, or let me see, or, you know what I'm saying? She just sat there quiet. So I just was like, I don't even know what I was expecting her to say, but I was expecting like a little bit more. Anyway, I was like, you know, you don't have to pay anything. And then she was just like, oh, like, are you sure? I don't want you to, she just kind of got sad. I'm like, no, I'm positive. Like, you're not satisfied. Why would I make you pay anything? Like, it is what it is. At that point, I was just ready for her to go. And she was just like, are you, sorry, my camera died. I'm like, I'm positive. Like, you can just, like, literally just get out. Like, at that point. And her friend was just like, I'm so sorry, like, whisper. I'm like, it's cool. Like, it ain't even like no beef. Like, I'm not mad. I just won't have her pay me. Go about it. I'm not gonna see this girl again more than likely. So I'm like, all right, it is what it is, kind of thing. But that's the only time I've ever been like really tried like that. I feel like she was trying to challenge me in front of her friend, like, you know, you bragging about her, but this girl ain't even that good. I don't know if the shape she was trying to get me to do was like something that they do in Tampa, but I'm like, I don't do that here. Like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? So we just wasn't seeing eye to eye. And like I said, I didn't have her pay. They ended up leaving, and then her friend ends up sending me a text message or something. It was like, I'm sorry, I didn't know she was gonna act like that, blah blah blah. And I just responded back and was like, it's cool. Like, and even though it's nothing that you even need to apologize for, like, whatever, you know. And then yeah, so that's the only experience I've ever had. I still do Alexa's nails to this day. Like, I just seen her last Friday, and today is Wednesday. So I still continue to do her nails. I've actually seen her like a few times after that situation. But yeah, I say all that to say, like, sometimes you could be as nice as you want to be, you could be as professional as you want to be, and you're still going to have that one that's going to try you. And in that case, and I feel like that's what's happening in this case, because I'm very respectful. You know, I take pride in that I have very good customer service. So I knew that it was something that I was doing. And, you know, unfortunately, I had realized this a long time ago, that you're not going to be the nail tech for everybody. Like, everybody has their own preferences on what they like. You know, so just because I'm not the nail tech for you, that's okay. You know, you just go to somebody else. Like, go to somebody that you like. So yeah, I've already realized that. You know, I definitely was frustrated in the moment. Like, even when she left, I'm still like having to calm myself down, because I was like, dang, like, somebody really just tried me, kind of thing. But again, like, I was just like, it is what it is. I'm never going to see her again. Like, I'm real not pressed over like money or nothing like that. So it didn't bother me. Like, I think I was only going to get like, she already had paid her deposit, so I think her remaining balance is probably gonna be like $60. I'm like, that's not worth $60 to me. I'm not now gonna fight with you over money, because I can almost guarantee you, if I would have told her the price, she would have been looking at me like, you know, I didn't know what she was gonna do. And again, I just didn't feel like even taking it that route. So I was like, girl, you ain't gotta pay. It is what it is. Ain't no beef, but I need you to leave my house. That's basically how I carried it. And she was just like, oh, like, she tried to act big sad. I'm just like, girl, it's nothing. But yeah, that comment when somebody said, oh, like, you should do a story time, that's immediately what I thought about. So I was like, oh, like, perfect. I definitely, you know, share that experience. And I'm glad I did. But yeah, that's basically what happened. Fortunately for me, I've never had to encounter anything worse than that. If you ask me, I feel like that's not even bad. And, you know, so, but that's the only thing I can speak from. That's like immediately where my mind went when I said, oh, story time of a bad client. So yeah, that's basically what happened. Haven't seen her. Like I said, I still see her friend, but I still see Alexa, but it is what it is. So yeah, let me know what y'all think. Like, do you think I should have made her pay something? Do you think I should have even just made her pay like half? or do you think that I handled it the right way? Like, just like saying like, you know, I don't even want your money, just go kind of thing. Like, let me know. And then also let me know in the comments if y'all like had similar experiences or just experiences with bad clients in anything, like no matter what, even with the services. So yeah, definitely wanted to hop on here and tell y'all that story. So yeah, thank you for watching if you made it all the way through. And definitely have more videos for you guys coming soon. Let me know also what more other things y'all want to see, because I'm trying to step out the box. I'm trying to get away from just doing nail tutorials. So thank you for watching. Definitely check out some more of my other videos and tell me what you think. And yeah, if y'all follow me on Instagram, tell me y'all Instagram names so I can follow y'all back. Like, I want to, you know, engage a little bit more. I don't want it to just be like talking to my subscribers kind of thing. Yeah, so leave me some comments and drop your Instagram name, drop your TikTok name. I'm obsessed with TikTok. If y'all don't already know that, I think I've spoken about it in some of my videos. Obsessed with TikTok. Like, we could be sending TikTok together. So just let me know. And I will see you guys in my next video.